What has Black Lives Matter done for anybody, let alone black folks? What have they done? Have the condition of black people, according to them, have they gotten any better? No. Have the wealth of black people gotten any better since Black Lives Matter? No. You go down and name it. Black Lives Matter was nothing but a money grab. Billions of dollars given to that nonprofit organization. How many dollars you think went to George Floyd's family? Zero. How many dollars went to Ahmaud Arbery's family? Zero. I go down the list. They didn't give money to hardly any of these families. None. Zero. What did Patrice Cullors do with that money? She went and bought her a mansion, a few of them. Where'd she buy that? She bought it in the inner cities? No, she bought it where none but white people. But they supposed to be about black lives. These people are frauds, and they defrauded America. They burned down buildings, caused all this chaos, and in my opinion, based on all the things that I've seen, have had no results but division and hatred and chaos.
Many of you were fooled by Black Lives Matter because you're gullible. If Black Lives Matter really was an organization that was organic and for black people in totality, in purpose and aim, they would have been indicted by the federal government. They would be dismantled. They would have been demonized in the media. They would have been totally taken down, right? Just like the Black Panthers and any other group that really was an organic organization that wasn't government funded with an ulterior motive. Do you really think that if this was a real organization that was really pushing a line for black, whatever you call yourself pushing for, I'm still lost on the whole aim of Black Lives Matter other than chasing stories to sensationalize victims and to get a bunch of money raised just to not give it to the families. I really don't know the purpose of Black Lives Matter. It's really just a ridiculous concept altogether. But just for the fact they were allowed to get the street named after their organization in Washington and have all this media coverage, get away with all these protests, damage all this property, etc., etc., it's pretty obvious what the hell the agenda was. I don't know. Only silly motherfuckers fail for this idea of Black Lives Matter. One of the first things I noticed immediately was that in the crowds of people, not only did I notice that it was majority non-black people in these so-called protests, but there was a lot of signs that were saying Black trans lives matter, right? So this became a backdoor movement for LGBT ABC motherfuckers. It was never really about nobody black in particular. This was about some other shit, man. On top of that, it took someone black, Candace Owens, to expose the fraudulent dealings of Black Lives Matter with the money and, the women from the LGBT who owned this or ran this organization, right? The whole roots is rotten. And the reality is that the only way to get what you're after, which is economic equilibrium, you're gonna have to do what everybody else is doing, right? Asians have a whole part of town called Chinatown, Koreatown, right? They create stores that have their own language on the damn business. They don't even give a damn if you understand it or not, because it's not for you. They spend with each other. Their dollars bounce with each other. If you go into parts of town where it's majority Spanish, they got all their stores and they don't give a damn if you can read the language. They don't give a damn if you want anything in the store because it's not for you. Black people spend money with everybody else but themselves. And the little bit of black business owners that are around, and I'm speaking from my experience of Los Angeles in particular, it's really sad that you go into these black businesses and you'll see non-black people working behind the counter. There's not enough black business in America to hire non-black people, period. You'll never go into a taco shop and see black cooks, but you'll go into a black coffee spot or a black restaurant and see Spanish cooks. You'll never go into a Chinese restaurant and see black cooks or black cashiers, but you'll go into a black restaurant or a black establishment and see non-black cashiers, non-black employees. There's not enough black dollars being bounced. There's not enough black businesses established to hire other than black people. And I don't want to hear the excuse about better employees. This is about economics. You will never find any other demographic of people that are in the race of the ism, the economic race of the ism of do for yourself and others like you. Period. You'll never see them practicing this stupid idea of inclusiveness when it comes to employment and economic presence and strength. Period. With that being said, make sure you go online to MrEarthRose.com. All men should have aphrodisiacs. We specialize in exotic imports, real stuff that works way better than a pill. Check out the Warhorse Topical Cream and get the ingestible Warhorse shots. You will never find anything like this on the market. This is the spot for the real deal. Check it out.